Hi there, and thank you for reaching me in this beautiful walk in this beautiful park. And today's video is about making you a complete human being, a complete spiritual person. I don't know if you call yourself a meditator or a light worker, doesn't matter to me. The important thing is that you feel that there is something above and that you are called to incarnate this. So the point that many spiritual people don't get is that they tend to focus only on their mind and soul. And they begin with their soul, they begin with feeling this great energy, this peace that comes from above. Sorry, but at a certain point they begin to understand that this is not enough, so they begin to focus on their psyche, on their mind. So how to manifest somehow, with creating, the psychological field that is needed for the soul to come down. And they stop there, and then they are facing many health challenges for a variety of reasons. One being that our world is so toxic nowadays. We have 1,000 more toxins than the normal times, ancient times. Uh, this is well documented by a great scientist named Henry Schroeder, which documented this in the 70s. And at the same time, our soil in the world are depleted from minerals, vitamins, etc., etc. So this means that you are so prone to infections, you are so prone to chronic infections, intoxications of chemicals, and your body does not have the means to take it out. At the same time, your meditations are uh, showing you the way, not just to you, to your cells, to your body cells, are showing you the way to heal your ancestral traumas, etc., etc. But then your body cannot cope with it, and so because your bodies lack energy, lack the means to do that. The hormones, the enzymes, it is called adaptive energy. This is the we can say technical term. So many people just stay there. Many spiritual people just stay there thinking that they just need to meditate and pray their way to health. Well, it's not like that. And if we look at the ancient spiritual traditions like yoga, like Taoism, building up a strong physical health was considered the base to go into higher level. You need a great physical energy. So this is one of the most of the spiritual people I speak to, this is the most common trap they get trapped into, and I was trapped in it myself. So my story: I have been born as a very ill boy, a very non-healthy child since the very birth, and I have been challenged in my life, like many of you did. My challenge, I had many challenges. One of the last challenge after that I became spiritual with the meeting of meditation was a recreational drug addiction. I know that many of you have had some addiction with alcohol, etc., etc. So in the first 3 years, when I began to heal from this, I was just meditating and trying a bit to visualize, etc., etc. Then a great intuition came to me that, well, I did many strong cathartic meditations that are related to ancient shamanic way of healing. They called that, the shamanic used to call this is the way to cast out demons, and actually they are cathartic meditations, some very strong, and in those years I began to heal from many psychosomatic ailments, from psychosomatic troubles, but then a realization came to me, an intuition that, oh well, this is not psychosomatic anymore, or at least not at the surface level. You need to go deep. And many of you maybe are facing this and they are beginning to realize that these are traumas that are related to past lives or to collective unconscious. So these are not your traumas, but Earth humanity traumas. But what I did realize in that moment is that I had some problems in the body, and I decided to specialize myself into natural medicine. Now I begin with diets in 2012 when the keto diet was not so popular. I began the keto diet, and so many other diets. I have been vegetarian for 2 years, etc., etc. Then I realized that only diet alone is not enough. Why? Why? Because, as I said, health challenges nowadays are so much complicated, more complicated, because the toxins are so much more. For example, fish must be a caution food today because mercury filled the ocean. Mercury is a very bad beast. So, for example, many of the indications of Western price or other fathers of nutrition that lived in the last century, at the beginning of the last century, are not valid anymore. Many others. So you can think about the natural medicine like Ayurveda or others that are being built thousands of years ago. The world was so different, and at the same time our bodies are so tired. They lack so much energy. So but so soon I began to understand that I need to dive deep into supplementation. I began to study the life of tribal people that are the most healthy and were the most healthy at the time. And then I began to understand that we need some new medicine for this new world, which is non-toxic, holistic. Non-toxic meaning you are not using toxic things like drugs unless they are very much needed. But you are using non-toxic things like good supplements, like good food, etc., etc., that are suited for your body and your needs. This is the difference. I don't believe in generalized approaches, in generalized protocols. I proceed with a test in which I am specialized, called hair tissue mineral analysis, and that will give us the basis to understand what is happening inside your body, so we can create a specific program for your need. And this is just the basis. So I have developed this methodology, studying the work of some great souls of the last centuries, in particular the first part of the last century, when bodies were quite healthy, so much healthy with respect to the bodies that we have today, and so also the mind was very healthy. So we had some great scientists that left the standard science, the standard medicine, begin to focus on their intuition. For example, Max Gerson and many others, also Western Price, etc., etc. And I have developed this methodology in order to really give your body what it needs to create a strong temple for your soul. And at the same time, I developed my methodology of reaching out to a better connection with your soul. So by healing your body with this non-toxic new medicine, we can say, and at the same time, if you are going to heal deeply, you're going to face many traumas, even non-traumas, I mean non-personal traumas. And then you need some cathartic, very cathartic methodology that will make you smoother, all the process smoother. So your connection with your guides, or just with the pure silence, with meditation, will be nicer, will be more clear, will be easier. And many people, many spiritual people that have worked with me said to me that they feel their energy flowing more smooth, in a more smooth way, in a more relaxed way, and in a more strong way. Because if you are more relaxed, you have more energy, and you have more means to connect with the higher realms. At the same time, you are not just receiving the silence from above, but you are incarnating the silence of above, that comes from above in this world, and not just in this world but also in the underworld, because we tend to see the underworld as full of bad figures like demons, or nagas, or evil spirits like ghosts, ghouls, etc., etc. But the ancient shamans, in particular the ancient ones, were very clear, saying to you that there are also treasures that are hidden there. There are some ancestral guides, but there, in the dark realm, laws are a bit different. It is more wild than the celestial realm, and in order to navigate there, so you can gather your power, you will have first to heal your body. Otherwise, you will vibrate. If you have lead, cadmium, aluminum, mercury, arsenic in your body, you will vibrate with the vibrations of the bad spirits. They used to call it pretas, for example, in India, or demons, plain demons. But you can bring your silence in a more earthly and underworldly level, and this is what we need. Humanity needs this. Needs you, that are a spiritual person, be a meditator, call yourself meditator, call yourself light worker. I don't care. The goal is the same, right? We need people like you that are not just in the sky, but that are incarnated in this earth. They have the energy. They stop to live an ascetic life and always chasing health, chasing health, chasing health. But they begin to live in this world, act in this world, take positions and demonstrate to the world that another life is possible. That we need not to just wait until the world is handed. I am hardcore against the belief that we are going to shift up in the fifth dimension. I think that we need to bring down the fifth dimension, the fifth dimension here, and the third dimension needs not to be thrown away in the garbage bin. We need just to understand the third dimension from a fifth dimension perspective and heal this dimension, because it is perfect. Everything is perfect, right? It's just the human consciousness was not evolved enough, and we destroyed the paradise we used to live in. But this world can be a paradise, and we are called to be this. Human beings, and in particular the spiritual ones, are the neurons of the world, of consciousness. So you are here to bring the consciousness in the world. So stop chasing your health and begin to be healthy and take your position. So I just began my work for an international public, for an English-speaking public. So I do not have a landing page, etc., etc. But I offer you a free consultation. So you can contact me. I will put in the description the contact, the mail, so you can mail me. Okay, and namaste.